Hey, Snackers, this is Kareem Iskander.
Hey everyone, Matt DeNapoli here.
Welcome to episode 207 of Snackman.
This week we're going to be joined by our friend Brad. He is a newbie here, but he's going to talk to us about a really cool project that he's been working on for the last year, 2 years or so, called Project 525. But before we get into it, Brad, can you give us a little introduction of yourself?
Hi, Matt. Hi, Kareem. Yeah, my name is Brad Thomas. I am the Sales and Marketing Director for a company called NIL, and I'm actually speaking to you from Africa, Johannesburg. Pleased to meet you all, and guys, thanks for having me on the call today.
Brad, it's good to have you on. Can you talk to us a little bit about, for those snackers that don't know what Project 525 is, just tell us what it is, and then I'm sure we have a lot of questions. It's exciting.
Okay, yeah, we're excited as well. So, Kareem, what we've basically done is we needed to address an issue across the continent of Africa. So there's two parts to that actual question that you've asked. The first part is, and a lot of people do ask us, is where does the 525 come from? And I'll get to that. But we had a very low number of expert skills across the continent of Africa, and we really felt we needed to do something about it. So we brought in Project 525, which focused on CCIEs in particular as a starting point, because we wanted those expert skills, because a lot of our expert skills across Africa had left to go to the US. And once they got the skill of a CCIE, they'd go to the US, to Europe, Australia, wherever they would go. But we would lose that talent and that skill. So we need to cultivate this as quickly as possible. So in conjunction with Learn with Cisco, we built this program called Project 525 to try and get 500 CCIEs by the end of 2025 through the program, or on the program at very least as well. And that's where the origination of the 525 came from. It's a well-structured program, and it takes the individual potentially 12 months, depending on their commitment to the actual program. And that's what the game breaker is in this one, guys.
Super intense.
Yeah, well, let me ask you this question, because that 12-month thing is that's the interesting bit for me. Knowing what the level of intensity that goes into CCIE for preparing the experience at the job, the kind of the learning and lab experience that you have to go through. I mean, sometimes it takes people 2 or 3 years. Actually, most time, probably even longer, I've heard, to go through that. So how do you structure the program so that they can get through in 12 months?
Absolutely, and not only the time that it takes them to actually go through to studying to become a CCIE, Matt, but also the issue around how many times are you actually going to have an attempt at a final lab exam. That's quite a big one as well, because you've done it on your own. So what we did was we created this program where we put it into multiple phases. In the first phase, we take Cisco U, and we go through the first initial 9 months with a mentor, guiding those individuals on a weekly basis and a mandatory weekly basis as well. And you can see that's where the structure now starts to come into the actual program itself. Because a lot of what individuals do when they're doing it on their own is they don't have the discipline potentially or the time, because of the amount of work that's been allocated to them as well. And that's why, Matt, you're quite right in saying these guys are 2-3 years with maybe 2 or 4 attempts at the actual lab exam. And what we've done is, with the first phase, we go through with the Cisco U. The individuals have practical experience as well as theoretical experience using Cisco modeling labs in that process. And also in that first initial process as well, that mentor gives them, and that mentor, just as a reference point, that mentor is actually a CCIE engineer. It's not necessarily an instructor, and that's quite good, because he's got local experience on what's actually being deployed, and he can really contribute to the engineers on the program. It's a collaboration as well of a lot of engineers on the actual cohort. So there's normally about 15 to 20 engineers on the actual cohort itself. And they talk to one another and they share information and how they get through. And you can start seeing why the structure actually works so well for the individuals. You then go into the next phase, which is phase 2, and it becomes quite complex at that particular point, Matt. What actually happens there is that they start building their own topologies in the Cisco modeling lab environment. And there's a lot of lab building and practical experience. They have access to the Cisco labs in that space as well. And then we also push them into quite a rigorous boot camp that's part of the program. Once they go through that boot camp, the final little adrenaline booster, like I like to call it, is an actual graded lab that the individuals go through. That graded lab is a simulation of the actual final lab exam itself. and the guys get a good experience of what they're going to be going into. And it's an 8-hour exam that they go through. So that's really it in a nutshell, very high level overview of what that program looks like. But you can see that structure is what really brings it together and ensures that these guys get through this program. And just a nice, interesting statistic here, guys. The first-time failure rate for CCIE is really low, or really high, should I say. It's really, really high. And our first cohorts that have actually been through this program have totally obliterated the success. And they've been really good at getting through on a first attempt as well. So that's what's really made this such a success and so exciting for us.
The structure is everything. I think just having to carve out time from your work and having to carve out time from your family and just life in general to pursue a CCIE is the hardest part. Not the exam is not easy either, but it makes it, having somebody there to mentor you, to force you to spend the time and have to answer to, is something that I know I need for to attempt and to try to get my CCIE. I don't have that discipline, and I think a lot of I don't.
I don't either.
It's true. I don't have that discipline. It's intense. I try to do it, not knowing where to start, just having a little bit of information and trying to say, okay, I'm going to tackle this blueprint item, and I'm going to try to. I don't have a validation method to say if I'm doing this correctly or not, and having that mentor is just something that is super valuable. And that pretty much thing, that's why this program, and speaking from experience, this program is super successful.
I do. So there's one other, Kareem, you nailed it on the motivation and the accountability. I do have a curiosity about the money though. So for the people that are passing first time rate, we're already saving them money right there, because they don't have to pay to go through the exam more than once, which is great news. But is NIL, in conjunction with Cisco or the South African government in some way, helping fund this effort? I'm curious as to how that's being supported.
Yeah, so I think, one of the key things, Matt and Kareem, is 2 points that I'm going to come back to you on based on what you've just said as well. But Matt, just to answer your question there, it's a couple of points that we've done really well. And we did this in collaboration with Cisco. So we haven't built this in isolation of Learn with Cisco. We actually worked with the Learn with Cisco team. They've basically sanctioned it. What that also meant for us and our customers and everybody who wants to become a CCIE is it gives the delegates access to utilizing Cisco Learning Credits. So they can make use of their Cisco, organizations can make use of their Cisco Learning Credits to put their delegates through. Now, here's a point as well, and this goes back to Kareem's point a little bit earlier around accountability. What we do is if you've got the program and you've got a sponsor that's pushing you through the CCIE program, that sponsor would need some sort of commitment from us to say that you are actually going through the program and progressing against the requirements of the program as well. So we provide a very detailed report on the actual program progress of the individual. And we watch that very closely, because if we see the delegates are starting to drop too far behind, it's very difficult for them to catch up. And that's where the mentor comes in and the administrators as well, to say what's going on, because we understand that life actually happens. Okay, so we now need to say, okay, something's happened in this individual's life, or are they lazy? So we've also got to check that. But we provide that detailed report to the sponsor, to the individual, and the mentor as well. Okay, so they all have a view of their progress, and everybody's watching that to make sure that they are keeping up with the program. And that's critical to it. So Matt, from a costing point of view, 100%, we've got that covered. We've got the Cisco Learning Credits. It does come in considerably cheaper than if you were trying to do that on your own, based on the points that you actually raised earlier. One of them obviously being you're going to have multiple attempts at the lab exam. It's going to take you 3 years. How many times are you going to be doing certifications along those routes? Do you know where to turn? So we kind of have picked up on all of those nuances and really addressed them through this program as well. The other thing that I just wanted to raise, maybe before we get another question, Kareem, you mentioned commitment, and this is critical to the delegates that are going on the actual program itself. We see these individuals doing self-paced studying for around about 1,000 to 1,500 hours through that 12-month period. It's a huge commitment. So it talks to the commitment piece as well. You have to be speaking to your family, to your friends, and you have to advise, guys, I'm going to be working as hard as possible to get my CCIE at the end of this. And let me tell you, the reward that these delegates that went through and passed first time, to see it on their faces was just amazing. We're really chuffed.
Yeah, I can only imagine.
It's a commitment. I like the
Absolutely.
holding your hand to the fire, where you know they're gonna tell your teacher that you're not performing in class. That will keep me motivated for sure. I wanted just a clarifying point, Brad. This is not something that's only specific to South Africa and just Africa, sub-Saharan Africa in general, right? If I'm here, I live in the Bay Area. I could sign up and be part of the 525 program.
I really appreciate that question because I forgot to mention it a little bit earlier, Kareem. 100%. So we all intentions was Africa alone. That was the intention behind it. But we just got so much feedback from the rest of the world to say, guys, how do we access? How do we go into this? You know, we've had so many different attempts at trying to get the CCIE, and we've heard so much about this project 525. So we had to go to the bigger market, and we started out with our colleagues in Europe. Then we went to the Middle East, and we've had great success around the Middle East, specifically, Matt, going back to your point, from working closely with the governments as well there, where there's a big contribution from a government side as well in terms of the intent behind it. And then we've gone out to North America, South America, and we also in the APJC region as well. So Project 525 is now completely available at a global level. So we're very chuffed that that's available to you, Kareem, in your area.
And that's wonderful. Yeah.
I guess the question on my mind and probably everyone else's mind, so 2020, we're in 2026, right? Did you meet your goal of 500 CCIEs in 2025?
So okay, so the intention of getting 525 delegates or 500 delegates by 2025, obviously it's a 12-month process, so that's going to take a bit of time. But we have over 300. We have over 300 delegates in Africa alone on the actual program itself. So
that's awesome.
we well over the number of our intent. So to answer the question, yes, we're there. Will they all be 100% passed by the time they finish the program? We're still looking at that quite closely. But yeah, we are getting close to the number. I'll definitely say we're comfortable we'll make it.
I think that.
Oh, go ahead, Kareem.
No, I was gonna say, do you have a follow-up to this, by the way? We can cut off.
I was gonna say, for those snackers that might be interested in getting involved in the program, is this still open for them to go through the process?
Absolutely. So we run these cohorts quarterly, every quarter per region, and they can access it through a www.project525.com, and on there all the details of the partners that we're using in the respective territories, because we understand there's time zone sensitivities as well we need to take into consideration. So absolutely, they will align to the next cohorts. We've got some cohorts coming up in May. We've just kicked off 3 cohorts in the last week. So we're quite chuffed about that. And we are busy. It's looking good.
I think the next logical question then is, I assume you're not covering the entire CCIE track. Which ones do you offer?
Right now, as we speak today, there's 4 currently available. Okay, so we've got the enterprise infrastructure, which is by far the most popular of tracks that delegates want to go through. We've got the security, we've got service provider, and we've got data center. All of those are currently available. We are looking at our first cohorts going live by April/May. We're looking at that. We're still trying to pin down a specific date for the first cohorts to run. And we're bringing in your collaboration. We're bringing in the automation, which was your DevNet, as you all know, so CCI automation. And we are also looking at the CCIE wireless at that stage. And there's something really exciting that I'm so chuffed about, is that we're also going to have CCDE available.
Oh, nice.
So design
CCDE
expert is something that we're
is
going to be
great.
pushing that we've got available now. We've done the blueprint. It's actually sitting with Learn with Cisco at the moment as well, where we'll finalize it and hopefully have our first cohort by May this year on CCD. And we've got
That's
so much
awesome.
interest in it. It's an incredible program.
I'm
But all
I'm
of that
gonna
will
throw
be
my name in the
available,
hat for. I'm throwing my name in the hat for the automation. That's for sure. So you want to join, Matt?
I don't know if I'm willing to spend 1,000 more hours on work. I'll say I'll
Kareem,
think about it.
We'll keep our eyes open for you, Kareem, and we'll make it as tough as anything, boy.
I'm sure you will. I'm sure you will.
Help that boy pass.
Just don't tell Dave Mallory I haven't been attending the sessions.
It's an automated mail that goes straight through to your line manager, so there's
Damn.
no way we can stop it.
Are you sure you want to do this,
Kareem,
Kareem?
but not a team.
I'm doing this. I'm doing this. It's a challenge. I gotta talk to
I'm
the
so
family
chuffed.
first.
No, it's going to be great that you're doing it, and you're going to really love it as well. We've got quite a few Cisco people on the program already, all over the world, in fact. So they're already on the program, going through it. In fact, one of our mentors here in Africa is a CCIE from Cisco as well. So we've got a full suite of individuals from Cisco backing this program up, and we're really chuffed about it.
Love it.
I wanted to throw something in. We've had, obviously with CCIE being so successful, we've had so much feedback from the market, and the guys are saying, what are you guys doing about CCNP? And at Cisco Live in Amsterdam this year, we actually launched CCIE Project 525 CCNP, and we're doing all 9 tracks across it, and they're all available right now. And without any coverage that we had, we've already had 115 delegates through on the program as we speak. And this is in Africa. We haven't marketed, we haven't planted it, but we just had so much interest, so we had to build this program. So that was just something I wanted to throw in.
I can do
as well.
CCNP.
All right.
Now, I've got CCNA coming at some stage, surely.
Brad, I have to say, your passion for this is infectious. And I really hope our snackers, can see that the amount of effort and passion that's been put into the project, and the potential benefit for them in building out their certifications. I mean, we're going to see more data centers. We're going to see more network infrastructure. We're going to see all the things that we do day to day need these people behind them that are certified. And so it's really exciting to see a concerted effort between our partners at NIL and Learn with Certification, or Learn with Cisco, to get this kind of program out the door. So really excited to have you. Unfortunately, we do have to let you go. But because you're new, I'd have to ask you, what superpower would you like to have and why?
A superpower I'm really working towards. I've always worked outside of this industry of maybe skilling up people and giving them the confidence and courage to do what they want to do. And I think I've found my calling, and I think I'm performing my superpower as we speak, because I'm taking a continuum of skills from junior people right the way to expert level. And I think I'm living the dream, man. Really am. So there's my superpower. Hopefully it's good enough.
That's Brad, the first someone ever said I have a superpower and I'm using it. So, well, we appreciate that. Hopefully the snackers will start take a look at Project 525 for their education and certification journey. Seems like the best path to success. So thank you so much for coming on and sharing this with us.
Brad, you guys have been mission.
You guys have been so great.
What you're doing is just tremendous. Honestly, what you're doing is just, the program is amazing. The messaging behind it is just amazing, and it's inspiring. So thanks for sharing that with us and with our snackers, and we'll sure have you back for an update on all of this, an update on my progress.
Yeah.
Absolutely. We're going to watch you closely. And thanks for your support, and Learn with Cisco as well. Let me tell you, have been so supportive of this program. So it's a collaboration that's just working so well together. Thanks, guys. Really appreciate the time.
Thanks, Brad.
Have a wonderful day further. Hope this has been beneficial.
Our pleasure, Brad.
Cheers,
thank you. And snackers, thank you. And we'll see you next time.